My, oh boy. I look at those eyes. Oh my god, are they glassy? Glassy Freddy Blassie. Oh my god. Young man, were you smoking marijuana? You son of a bitch. Hi, my name is skippysimon. How you doing tonight? I lied to my therapist today. I told her I was going to go to the comedy store. And I didn't. I feel like poop, so I didn't go. Besides, I'm sure it's going to, if I go next week, it'll be better because some young comic unfortunately passed away there, and I'm sure it's going to be a somber tone. And I just, I didn't know the kid all that well. I maybe talked to him twice. It's sad when anyone passes away. It just sucks. But that's what I'm here to talk about because my ASMR or whatever they. Look at my hands. This is a squishy guy who holds a cell phone. See, you put cell phone in here. And see, my phone sucks so bad that I have to connect it with a rubber band that I fashion. See, I gotta hook it in because it's dying. It's dying. Okay, this one's almost dead. I'm one of those people. Seriously, I run shit into the ground. I don't give a fuck. If this thing is still making phone calls, I'm cool with that. I can't download any videos or pictures off of this thing. I'm stuck. This thing sucks. But my younger brother rules, and I have a backup phone right here. And he got me a really cool cover. I wanted something pink, and he got me like this copper colored thing. I wanted something okay. I'm a dude who ain't afraid to wear the color pink. I think pink is great. I got these pink short shorts that are absolutely amazing. Oh my god. Like when I put them on and I'm in the around women and such, let's just say the hot pink really sets off my attributes and it's quite nice. I don't mind pink. I told him to find me something specific. I wanted hot pink with zebra stripes. Cause that's just you won't be able to miss that anywhere. That's the real reason I got it, just so I know where the fuck I lose my phone so fucking much. I hate this. I hate these fucking things. It's like I said. You know what these things? I hate them. All these new generations and everything. That's the smartest thing about them is their phones. Like these fucking. Do they know how to make change? Do they know how to use a quarter? I have had this problem where young kids don't know how to make change. I still use fucking money because I work in a cash industry most of the time. Needless to say, when I do transactions, like I kid you not, there was this one time. I forget where I was, but all I know is my change was 86 cents, which could have easily been accomplished with 3/4, a dime, and a penny. Nope. 8 dimes, a nickel, and a penny. With a whole tray of quarters sitting right there. Useless. I was just flabbergasted. I can't say every one of them's like that, but I saw an example, and that means because we live in our society that every one of them's like that. Ain't that right, little guy? You're damn right, Skip. I'm gonna put you back right here. But yeah, I don't know. I there's no karaoke tonight. There's a private party up at Dave and Buster's, so I can't. No karaoke for me tonight. So be it. Yeah, to be honest, I am not looking forward to going back to the Comedy Store. I just don't like it there. When I was talking with Jay Leno one time, because he came up to talk to his buddy Harris Pete, who was a door guy at the Comedy Store, and also the voice of Muddy Mud Skipper on Ren and Stimpy, and the fireman on Fire Dogs episode. Just so you know, Harris Pete is fucking awesome. Jay Leno came down to the Comedy Store. I was telling my dad about this, I think, when Jay Leno came up and he was on his motorcycle. He was dressed head to toe in blue jean. Like, everything. His jacket, his overall, like, he's just covered in blue jeans. And, just, Harris and him have been friends forever. They talk like they're old buddies because they are. And I got involved in the conversation. I asked Jay, I go, hey, how come you never come back here? And he goes, did you go back to high school once you graduated? I was like, the Comedy Store is high school for comedians at all times. And I'm very unpopular at that high school. I just don't trust comedians anymore. As I say, I love comedy. I fucking hate comedians. I don't know. I think it's because when I hosted the open mic at the Comedy Store, like I did that for 5 years. And I brought up some really awful acts. And I think that I know what good comedy is and what good comedy isn't. And Mitzi really valued my opinion. And I liked that about her. There wasn't much else I liked about her. I thought she was just a difficult woman to deal with who exploited her talent and got very rich in the process. As I told one of the managers one time, my buddy Jen, I said, every name on this fucking club is just another person exploited by the Shore family, and I'm not wrong. She was like, you're not wrong. And, yeah, I just, and like, that's another thing too, is like, I don't want to make the Shore family any more money than I already have. I don't know. I just don't. Mind you, I've had some of the most incredible nights of my life at the Comedy Store. I've had supernatural shit happen to me there with like interactions with ghosts. I've had crazy shit happen. I've had celebrities fucking, give me kudos and praise, and I don't know. I lied to my therapist. And I gotta stop doing that. I need to just get on stage. That's why karaoke. This one young comedian came up to me one night and he's like, that recommendation you gave me a few years ago is totally true. And I go, what recommendation was that? He goes, go to do karaoke to build stage presence. I'm like, yeah, duh. Yeah, why be a comic when you could be a rock star, dude? It's another thing, too. Oh, my God. Monday nights, karaoke at Dave & Buster's is epic now. It's just so much fun. And I am now testing the karaoke book. I'm writing down names of bands that I hope I get an answer. Because the karaoke book, like I said, I was singing Black Flag, Misfits, they have Danzig. They have like everything. I'm going to sing. I can't wait. I want to sing Tom Jones. But I want to see if they have Ween. I want to sing Freedom of 76. Freedom of the body. It's a damn good song if you haven't heard it. Freedom of the mind. But, ho on South Street, hired for tricks. Little girls are picking up sticks. Freedom of 76. Damn good song. My girl. No, don't sing anymore. My girl, Sasha, looking good on the street. Ho on South. No, wait. Oh, I forget. When I see the lyrics, I'll remember it. But damn good song. I love Ween. I've been to so many Ween shows. Back in the day, I remember I met some dude who started going to Ween shows like in the 2000s, and I was like, wow, you're getting in late. But last time I saw them was at the Wiltern, long time ago. And I was dating this absolutely incredible girl. And, god damn. Let me tell you a story about love that just never was meant to be. And it was beautiful when it was there. God damn. I'm not going to mention her name. But this girl, she was what you call, in comedy we have groupies, okay? And I'm giving, the first time I ever heard this was from my buddy Stephanie Escajeda, a female comedian. She said the term chuckle fuckers. That's all I needed to hear. Comedy groupies are called chuckle fuckers. Okay? And mind you, I've had a lot. There are girls that get around the Comedy Store. I've had my share. You want to have a couple laughs, comedians are the right people to, yeah, that's all I'm saying. But me and this young lady, we just had some of the just most cutest times together. Like, oh, God. It's one time I'm hanging out with my buddies. We're up at, what was that place that had like a big dicks or fat cocks fucking chicken shop? I don't know. Some stupid sports bar up on Cahuenga. But we were hanging out. It was a wing night. Me and my buddies were hanging out, and I get a phone call from this girl. And she goes, I think I'm pregnant. And I go, are you sure it's mine? And she goes, well, you're the only person I had sex with last night. And I always use a condom. Okay? When in doubt, roll it out, man. I have had so much questionable vagina in my life. And I have zero, been tested, okay? I have, actually, it's hysterical. I did porn very, very horribly. It was awful. But here's why, all right? Because I have erectile dysfunction. So for me, it was kind of like the Special Olympics. I was not good. Porn is not for me. I just was grossed out by that. Louis C.K. had a joke which, if I'm not mistaken, when "Be thankful you can't smell porn," he was not joking. It is. It smells like bo, stale jizz, and the girls. Okay, sometimes the girls smell bad, real bad. I know that there are some girls in the industry who have no sense of smell, so they can't tell when they smell bad. I'm not saying every girl's like this. I've met a couple, but yeah, it's just I yeah, it's just it was a lot of pressure. I was just like overwhelmed. I did I did 3 bukkake flicks, which is based. I don't know if you know what bukkake is. We'll talk about it. It basically, let's just say, 80 guys, okay, just being in a room, you know, rubbing one out on a chick because she needs to make a car payment. My God, these girls, when they got done, looked like they were melting. Actually, I did 1 bukkake and 2 gokins. I'm not going to tell you what a gokin is because I will forget it. I'm not going to talk about it. We're not talking about what that is. It was, nope, we're not talking about that. And then I got hired to have 3 girls give me oral happiness, and I could not get it up with a court order and a signed note from Jesus. It was awful. Embarrassing. But you know what? Hey, it happened. I'm willing to talk about it. You know, erectile dysfunction, I'll be honest, is proof that prayer doesn't work. Oh, crap. I forgot I have food. Whoops. Went to the El Pollo Loco because they have this deal, and I love guacamole, and they have this deal where you get guacamole for $1 if you order $12 worth of food, so I do that. And also, man, I get to see, I have a couple friends that work down there, and it's just nice to see my buddies, and they hook me up with stuff, too. Yeah, she hooked, that's a butt ton of guacamole. Stuff is so good. But what was I saying? I was talking about porn. Yup. That erectile dysfunction sucks. And I mind you, part of the reason why I couldn't get it up that day, I switched from Viagra to Cialis, and I'd never used Cialis before. Let's just say it was a bad day to switch to decaf. But the nights I can get it up, oh boy. But damn, I've already been talking for like 20 minutes. I didn't even get to what I was going to talk about. No, well, I'll make another video. How's that time? All I'm saying is porn. Some guys can do it and some guys can't. I can't. That's not true because I've made some with some girlfriends. Those are fun to watch every once in a while. Like, yeah, I remember that. Oh, I had this one. I took this one girl's virginity, and I'm never doing that again. That was dumb. But I have a video of her. All I gotta say is I taught her well. But here's two. Okay. I took her virginity. She was 24 years old. She wanted it bad. Oh my God. This cat was in heat. Like, she wanted it bad. And I gave it to her. What? That girl was horny. And I'll tell you what. For a virgin, she had an extensive porn collection. I love women who enjoy porn for what it is, entertainment. Well, it's entertainment that makes me grab my penis. But yeah, I told you, I'm pretty sure I told you before, I dated this stripper girl from Agora Hills. She would watch midget and clown porn while we did it. And I loved it. Okay? She would be laughing the entire time. She'd just be like, we'd be like she was really quiet in bed. I don't know why. She's really quiet in bed, but then every once in a while she would turn her head and look at the screen of, like, you know, midgets and clowns getting it on, and just start and she just start dying laughing. It was so funny. And I think that's why today I got high. Weed makes me horny. I got high, and my hand and my penis started fighting each other because of I found this really hot dwarf on Instagram. Oh my God. I think she is just she's like 3'10", but she's proportionate. Dude. Like, I dated a dwarf before. Okay? Oh my God. And she had the same name as the dwarf I was cranking it to earlier. Oh my God. I'm not saying her name. But I dated this dwarf for a little while back in the late 90s. She worked at the mall. Just the tiniest little thing. But she was like a proportionate human. And just so adorable. Oh my God. Hey, you know what? Yeah, I was no shame. If you just accept people for who they are, life's so much easier, bro. That's what I'm all about. Getting along Have some chips and guacamole. Yeah, I've dated a lot of women. Been proposed to 5 times. I just don't. I don't think marriage is the thing for myself. I always say marriage is the first step in a divorce. Nah. You know, this one dude I knew. He was dating this porn star. And he told her they were going to get married. So he put a ring on her finger. They dated for like a decade or so. Lived together. And I don't know how I think she's a horrible alcoholic. And she just became like a really like, I don't know the whole story. All I know is they broke up. My buddy was broken up about it. He was sad that he had to do it. But he said something profound. He said, I got her the ring and kept her around for as long as I did because that ring is cheaper than a divorce. He ain't wrong. Like, I have an ex-girlfriend. She's on her 5th marriage. Keeps taking dudes for all their money, and these guys just keep falling for it. And I'll say what? I understand why. She has an amazing butt. Woo! My God. I don't know how. Okay. Last story, and then I'll shut up. I don't know how or why girls think I'm attractive. But they do sometimes. Kid you not. Me and this girl, the one this year-old divorced her, got in a relationship in record time. She was so... When she came into work and I had to train her, she just had the most goo-goo eyes from... It was beautiful. And her and I, I enjoy because her and I had just moved into this apartment. Her and I, ooh, there's some crap going on outside. Her and I would have lots of amazing hot sex, which we did. And then we had to hide our relationship from where we worked, which was Starbucks. Because if you're in a relationship with somebody at the same Starbucks, they force one of you to leave. And I understand why. Because Simone and I, when we cleaned the bathroom together, all the pipes got clean. Did I say her name? Whoops. Oh well. Anyhow, I'm telling you, we had a lot of fun. Then she wanted to get married. And then I was like, nope. And then I cheated on her. I'm not happy I did it, but I had to because there's an old saying. Always cheat up. That's exactly what I did. There was a girl, I went back home to Pittsburgh and for New Year's, and it was like in a movie. I was walking through this place called the 31st Street Pub. I'm walking through and I see this girl, and it's like a double take for me. And then all of a sudden, everything around her is in slow motion, and there's just a spotlight on her. And I just am enamored by just how stunning and gorgeous this woman is. And I've known her for years. And I kid you not, I just walk up to her and I go, hi. And she just looks me in the eye. She goes, Happy New Year. And then we just locked lips and didn't let go for the rest of the freaking week. That was pretty amazing. But it came at a cost. Yeah, that sucked. And I could not look my girlfriend in the eye after that. I felt like the biggest asshole. Like I'm an honest person, and that was very dishonest of me to do that. But oh well. I hope she's doing well. I miss both those girls. But anyway. Yeah. I'm glad we had this conversation. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right, I'm gonna go. Because I was gonna talk about something else, but I guess I'll talk about it in another video. I've been oh my god. Yap. Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever. I'm Skippy Simon. Stay awesome. I'll talk to you later. Bye.